Hi everybody, this is Michael Hildebrandt and I'm your host on the Sleeptrust podcast, where I'm talking about how to gain back trust in your ability to have a superb sleep again.
In this week's episode of the Sleeptrust podcast, we're going to walk through how to breathe yourself into high energy levels to power up and kickstart your days in 10 minutes or less. So if you're feeling that you're in a bad mood, bad state, feeling fatigued, running on low energy levels, maybe even feeling anxious at times, then these techniques can really help you to feel empowered and energized and positive and good over the course of the day. So before we move on from here, it's important to understand that we already have all the energy that we need locked up in our bodies. And that's the good news. So we only have to find out how we can access these high energy levels. And sometimes it's mental blockages, sometimes it's our physiology that blocks us. But the two exercises that I'm going to run you through in just a second are going to address these issues and are going to help us to get access to these high energy levels and unleash the energy within us that we can feel empowered and take empowered action. And this is just going to be so great. So let's start with a very easy exercise. It's simple and easy. I call the exercise that I'm going to run you through right now the wrestler. And it's partly a power move combined with breathing. So you want to get up on your feet. You want to have your arms hanging down your body and you're going to create a fist out of your hands. And now you're going to lift your hands a little bit slightly up, breathe in, and then you're going to contract all of your muscles and do the wrestler pose like these wrestler guys do to impose everybody. And you're going to push all the air outside slowly. Breathe in again and do it again. All muscles in your body are going to get contracted and you're pushing out the air. Third time and last time. And then you raise your arms up above over your head. Keep your fists and take 3 deep breaths. Exhaling slowly, inhaling quickly, exhaling slowly, inhale quickly. And now you can take down your arms and loosen your muscles a little bit, and that's going to give you power. That's kind of a power move combined with a breathing technique that you can do at daytime. You can do it in the morning. You can do it at daytime. Obviously, you might not want to do it when your colleagues are standing around yourself, but you can do it on the toilet. You can do it basically everywhere. And it's going to give you this little energy kick. The second technique that I'm going to walk you through is much more powerful. And it got famous with a guy called Wim Hof. He kind of uses this breathing technique before he does super crazy stuff in the cold. He holds several records when it comes to stuff like sitting in ice water for an hour or 2 or climbing up the Mount Everest in shorts. So crazy guy, but the technique is very powerful. It's got the ability to free up energy that's in our bodies. It can also free up blocked emotions. So very powerful thing. You want to do this lying on the ground on a yoga mat or in your bed. You want to do it with an empty stomach and you want to take care that you only do it when you feel healthy. So the exercise is built out of 3 parts. Part number 1 is that we're going to inhale and exhale deeply and quickly for 30 times. So we're going to inhale into our stomach first, expand that breath into our chest and then nearly into our head. And then we're going to keep in that flow and breathe out quickly too. It's going to sound something like this. And we're going to do that 30 times. When you do so, you can experience a tingly sensation in your arms at some point, and you can also feel slightly dizzy, but don't overdo here. You know where your limits are, so pull back on time. So after we finished this set of breathing in and out 30 times very intensely, we're going to move on to step number 2, which is to exhale in a relaxed way. We're not going to press out the air out of our lungs like we did before. We're just going to exhale, and then we're going to keep and hold our breath for somewhere between a minute and 1.5 minutes. It's important that it feels good for you. And in this time, you really focus on your body, on what happens, how it feels, and it's just a good experience, really great. After that, we're going to move on to part number 3. We're going to take a deep breath again and hold that breath for 15 seconds. And with that, we've completed one entire round of breathing, and we're going to do this 3 to 5 times in total to experience the effect of loosening, unleashing the energy within us that we feel empowered at daytime. So do this in the morning, and if you want to max out of that, you can also have a cold shower after that. It's just going to boost your energy levels no matter where you are at the moment. So I'll walk you through one round. I'm going to do this with you. If you want to participate, please lay down and do so. And if not, that's fine too. You can also just listen to this. I'm going to share 2 YouTube links with complete sets that Wim Hof will walk you through in person, which is a great idea. I use these videos on my own to do this technique every once in a while. So you might want to use those, but I'm going to walk you through once that you get the concept and that you can, tune in once with me to have a little bit of experience when you hit those videos. Okay, so let's get started together. I'm just going to put my mobile to the side. Okay, let's get started together. 1. 10. 20. 30. Exhale. Keep your breath. For a minute, 1.5. Listen into your body. Loose, tense muscles. Breathe in. And now keep your breath for 15 seconds. And now the next round will continue with 30 deep, quick breaths and so on. So a very powerful exercise that can not only unleash your energy reservoirs, but also blocked emotions. This is a very powerful exercise. So do it 3 to 5 rounds. Take care that you listen to your body And if you want to max out on the energy, and do it with an empty stomach, and if you want to max out on the energy, then consider jumping into the cold shower. I've got must be over 100 cold showers for this year, and I'm doing this for you because I don't want to recommend stuff that I'm not willing to take the pain on my own. And it is not a comfortable experience, at least the cold shower isn't, but if you get out of that cold shower, it is a fantastic feeling. And especially on days where we might not be feeling as we wish to in regards to our energy levels or our emotions, it's just a smart move to start the day taking a couple of minutes to do the breathing exercise, maybe even maxing out on this, having the cold shower, and that's just going to kickstart your day and make you feel so much better. And Wim Hof is a crazy guy for sure, but he's purpose-driven. Just recently I found out that his wife committed suicide, and that's basically why he started to do all of this. He wanted to find a way to get back control over his body, his mind, and help others to do so, that nobody has to commit suicide or whatever. So he's really purpose-driven and he's doing a lot, and he's also participating on scientific research. So he wants this to be scientifically proven, and there are a lot of studies that they did with him that show and at least give a good indication that this is for real. So test it out on your own, make your own picture of your world, and I'm sure that this breathing exercise combined with the cold shower will give you a real boost when it comes to your energy levels. Working on our energy levels is essential when it comes to our overall well-being, and it's so essential that it's part of step number 4 out of a proven 9-step system that I use to walk each and every of my clients through, taking them from often very low energy levels, feeling fatigue, not getting the right or good amount of sleep that they need and deserve to have, back to those high energy levels, feeling powerful and getting a good resting night of sleep. It's up to you. You can continue to head out and check out energy drinks and coffee and drink more of those to try to get your energy back, or you can use these techniques to tap into your inner power of unlimited energy and start to unleash that. So whatever you do, definitely check out sleeptrust.eu, where you will find more information all around how to raise your energy, how to improve and increase your sleep quality, and you can register for a free membership that will give you access to even more free tools that you can download on your device. And with that, let's wrap up this week's episode of the Sleep Trust podcast. Even though we have all the energy that we need locked up in our bodies, we might not always be able to access it. Breathing techniques can be a powerful way to do so. Do the power pose, wrestling pose at daytime to give you a quick energy boost when you need it, and start the day off doing the Wim Hof breathing technique to empower your days and maybe max out on that with a cold shower. And that's it for this week's episode of the Sleep Trust podcast. I hope you enjoyed yourself and that you tune in next week when we are going to have a look at the relationship between caffeine, energy, and sleep. Until then, have a superb sleep.
Hey there, and thanks for listening to the Sleep Trust podcast. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you want to get further information on this podcast or material that will help you to gain back your sleep trust, please check out sleeptrust.eu. That's sleeptrust.eu, where you will get lots of information around sleep. And here comes some legal stuff. Everything on this podcast is my opinion only, so do not take it as an advice, as I am not a doctor, nor have I considered your personal situation. If you feel that you need medical advice, please consider getting an appointment at your doctor of trust. If you want to give me any kind of feedback on this podcast, feel free to email me at podcast@sleeptrust.eu. I hope you tune in again next week, and until then, have a good sleep.